Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, come on. Mm. Mm. Ah, sour. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? I ain't been on live in a little minute, man. What's popping with y'all? Someone said, "Did you go to the gym?" Of course, I went to the gym. Of course, I did. That's first thing I do when I get up. Well, not first thing I do, but like one of the first things I do. What are you drinking? It's just water with lemon in it. Keep doing content, man. You keep us updated. Appreciate that, man. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun for sure. We definitely gonna keep it up. You watch soccer? Not really, unless I'm about to bet on the soccer. I don't really watch it. Honestly, even when I'm betting on it, I don't really watch it. Like I'll be on like the live setting just to see like what's going on, but like to sit down and watch the match for like pleasure, nah. What's up, bro? You got me with the drink. You know it's Ramadan. Oh yeah, y'all can't eat or drink. Damn. Yeah, that's the wild part of Ramadan. Like, I get the not eating, but like not being able to drink no water is crazy. Especially if you exercise and shit. I don't know how y'all be doing it. I don't know how y'all. I have a lot of respect for people who do that Ramadan stuff because it ain't no joke. Have you watched Top Boy? I tried Top Boy, but it wasn't it for me. It wasn't it for me. What's up with Raising Canaan? We need some updates. There is nothing up with Raising Canaan. That's why there has been no updates. I feel like people keep asking this. Like, if there was an update, they would have given something. You know what I mean? It's not coming anytime soon. That's all I can really say. Like, I don't, again, and I keep prefacing this. I don't work for them niggas. So, like, if y'all don't know, I don't know. And if I do tell y'all, it's because I got the information that was already public. That's what y'all need to understand. Like, I don't work for them niggas, bro. We got nothing else to watch. I'm done seeing all of these shows. Bro, there's so much stuff to watch though. Like, if you've been watching my content for the last month, I've recommended tons of shows, movies. I think y'all are just addicted to power. Let's just call it what it is. A lot of y'all don't want to watch anything outside of power. And I keep seeing people say, "Oh, there's nothing else to watch, bro." There's tons of shit to watch. There's tons of shit to watch. Y'all just be lazy. Do you think Origins finished filming? No, I don't think they're done filming yet. I'd say at least another 3-4 months. They're probably at least halfway done, if I were to guess. But who knows? You know, with reshoots and all that stuff, they will be reaching out soon because you are good, bro. I don't think they will, to be honest. And I don't care if they do or not, if that makes sense. Like I'm not doing this because I want to work with stars. I'm doing this because like it's fun for me and I make bread, and I build a community. I'm not trying to like get employed by stars or like anything like that or get any deals. Um, I'm just doing me. Who the fuck is texting me? Um, you supposed to have intel, Brody, the unreleased for this stuff. Again, but that's the thing that people don't get. Like, I don't. What intel am I supposed to have? I don't work for them. You know what I mean? I think people confuse how big my platform is with like me having some sort of like exclusive information. The only difference is like when information comes out, I just get on it faster than everybody else. So it seems like I got it early. You know what I mean? Like I was looking at some old comments and people were like, "Oh, he's getting the episodes early." No, I'm not. Like I'm watching at the same time that y'all are. Are you enjoying A Night of the Seven Kingdoms so far? Yeah, it's been solid. It's been solid. The only thing I don't like is how short the episodes are. Um, Outside of that, it's been pretty good. I've been enjoying it. I recently just saw the trailer for House of the Dragon season 3 as well, so that's gonna be fire. Now we only fuck with power for real. Them shows boring. Shit, that's y'all. That's y'all. What do you think of Alex Cross on Prime? I watched like the first 2, 3 episodes. It's pretty solid this season. It's been pretty solid. Um, have you heard about Trump releasing the aliens files? Bro, I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. Like, I don't be giving a fuck about none of that shit. Like, the politics just don't interest me. I'm too busy trying to get rich. Like, I don't even have any time or energy to like place into that type of shit. It doesn't even interest me. And I would like caution y'all to like pay attention to that either because it's all a distraction. Everything from the Epstein files, like all notice how all this information is coming out all at once. They're trying to over stimulate you with all this information to distract you. You know what I mean? But that doesn't work on me. I don't care unless the US is about to get bombed or something that directly is going to affect me and my family. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Um, yeah, it doesn't bother me at all. At all. What the fuck? Why does it keep letting people in? I wanted to get into talk about Power Origins with somebody. Did you watch His and Hers? Yeah, I seen that shit. It was cool. I feel like it was kind of overrated though. I feel like people was gassing it. When we getting Raising Kanan season 5? I have no idea. I have no idea. The Pit and Lioness are shows to watch. I think I seen Lioness. I think I seen the first season. The Pit is a show that I've been hearing a lot about recently. But I have not seen it yet. All that shit, real conspiracy theories, all real. I mean, here's the thing, right? Even if all these conspiracy theories they were hearing about are real, like what the fuck are y'all gonna do about it? like, like you know what I mean? Like if all the stuff about Epstein is real, cool. What the fuck are we gonna do about it? Not a damn thing, because we have zero control over any of that shit. So like putting any energy into it is I find to be counterproductive. Um whose daughter do you think the lady who just got cast in Raising Kanan season 5 is? Rocks Connect? It could be. It could be. The people in power rule America. For sure. I feel like if you don't realize that now, how do people keep joining? I don't know what glitch is happening with my shit, but people keep getting in my life and it's pissing me off. After Raising Kanan, we won't be able to get anything about it. So y'all won't be able to do anything about it. I mean, to be honest, it don't concern me. I don't plan on living in the United States long term anyway. So all of this bullshit, like it doesn't bother me. Ah, you got multi guest on. Yeah, how do I turn that off? How do I turn multi guest off? See, I'm an old man now. I'm 26. I'm not caught up with all this shit. Um, do you know when any of the shows are coming back? I do not. I do not know when the shows are coming back, which I've said numerous times. How much do you do for promos for startup businesses? To be honest, I only do promos. If you guys have noticed, I've never really promoted anything. I've had people like hit me up and ask, like, "Oh, how much do you do for promo?" First of all, majority of people when they hit me up for promo, they're not even serious. You know what I mean? Like they're like, "Oh, I want to do this promo," and then like you never hear from them again. But I'm just very much against the promo stuff because, like, I mean, what does it have to do with my brand and my platform? You know, if it doesn't align with me, I'm not just going to push it just for money. That's never been me. Good place to live outside of the US. It depends on your lifestyle and what you're looking for. I think that answer is different for everybody. But your answer might be different than me. Ideally, I would love to live in a place like Dubai, Thailand, maybe somewhere in Europe. You know what I mean? Something like that where like taxes aren't crazy. And honestly, it does anywhere outside the US, to be honest, bro. To the point like the US is so corrupt. Say that like other places aren't corrupt as well, but like, yeah, the US is just not it long term, especially with where the economy is going. And to be honest, the US is not as advanced as a country as you would think. Like, if you just go look at China, bro, like China is way more advanced than the US, way more advanced. So China would definitely be a place I would want to. If Stars offers to put you on power, you declining. It depends on the terms of the offer. Again, like if you ever noticed about this about me, or like you're new to follow my content, like money doesn't excite, or impress me. Like the terms and the conditions are what I look at. So like, you know what I mean? I already know a company like Stars, like they will want me to talk a certain way and like, react positively to all their content and things of that nature. And like I'm not really with that. You feel what I mean? So like it's not about money or anything like that. It's like what's the offer? You know what I mean? What are the terms and conditions? What am I gaining? Am I getting ownership? Am I getting residuals? You know what I mean? Like I don't play around, man. I've done pretty well alone. So like I have no problem continuing to do my shit alone. I'm not starving for a brand deal or a brand association. I'm good. I'm good. I'm chilling. How did your beef with London Brown end? I mean, I don't really got no beef with that man no more, bro. I just don't fuck with him. I feel like people think that like you not fucking with someone is beef. I have no beef with London. Like I don't care about London. You know what I mean? I don't spend any time thinking about him. So I'm chilling. I ain't worried about no London Brown. Would you go to Japan? I would go to Japan. I want to go to Japan sometime. Um, I would only live in the US for opportunities. That's the only reason I'm still here. Only reason. Are you excited for Fightland? Gianni said he was going to be the lead in it. Yeah, I saw that. I saw him talking about that in the excuse me. I saw him talking about that on the Crew Has It podcast. Um, I'm excited. I mean, I don't really know much about the show, what it's going to be about, so I'm definitely going to tune in, but I'm not like OD hype for it. London Brown is Uncle Marvin Thomas, the one he screen recorded. Yeah, a lot of people don't really know about that situation. um, if you get locked up in China, that's your ass. If you get locked up anywhere that's not the country that you're living in or you're from, that's your ass. It's not just China. Like if you go to a foreign country and break the law, that's your ass. Um, but China's relatively a safe place. Like as long as you don't go do no stupid stuff, there's no problems with it. So unless you're on some like crazy shit, I think you'll be good. Um, did you watch Moses in the Black? Nah, I didn't. I'm an extra in Fightland. Spoke to the main actors on set. Hey, that's fired. That's tough. I thought he got beat out for the role. I don't remember what he said, but something about some confusion with 50. You got to go watch the podcast where he explains it. I don't really remember what the finer details were of that situation. Yeah, why? Yeah, I gotta fix that. Why do they keep letting niggas join my shit? What about Tariq? You think he'll double cross Tommy? Never say never. Tap the guest icon at the bottom of the screen. Settings. Oh, okay. There we go. Bingo. Nah, I think I got it. I think I got it. Good looking. Good looking. Good looking. Good looking, Carson. Oh, Marvin. Someone said, "Bro, I better do some breathing exercises." Can't smoke weed in China though. Only thing that sucks. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure like people still do it, bro. Like you're not supposed to do cocaine in America, but people still find a way to get it in, right? So, um, would you be on the Crew Has It podcast if Gianni and Mike ask you? Yeah, that'd be cool, but I don't think their podcast is about power though. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't want to go on there just to talk about power. I wouldn't have like a legitimate conversation about other things. And they've made it very clear that their podcast isn't just about interviewing a bunch of power people. But I would definitely love to be on that shit. I wouldn't mind it. Uh, can I request to come up? No, I'm good. I'm not looking for any guests. The Page Her podcast seemed real tense. Yeah, the Page Her podcast for me was just like it's very eye opening. I found Michael Rainey and Gianni to be like extremely childish. The whole podcast just felt fake to me, bro. Like it didn't even really feel like they really fuck with her. They just brought her on just to get some viral clips. And I just didn't really like that. You know what I mean? Like you could tell it was just like not genuine. Maybe I'm tripping or like, you know what I mean? But like I wouldn't bring someone on a podcast that I don't even like talk to. You know what I mean? You could tell she wasn't really fucking with them. And I just found them to be mad immature, for niggas who are above 25, like for them to be acting like that, I was like, yeah. Why do you think they're not gonna cast D-Woo's brother? I mean, I feel like that's self-explanatory. They don't need D-Wiz's brother. D-Wiz's brother was never a huge focal point of the story. I don't know why people are so obsessed with D-Wiz's brother. Like, I don't, I don't understand. What's up, Chief? I'm glad you represented power like that. Great work. I'm not representing power though. I'm representing me. Yeah, do I talk about power for sure? But my goal is by no stretch of imagination to represent power. Why did the writers introduce him? They didn't introduce him. They talked about him. That doesn't mean they introduced his character. Just because someone is spoken of in the show doesn't mean that the character is going to necessarily be in the show. You know what I mean? That doesn't guarantee anything. I think people you guys reach too much. You know what I mean? Yo, if you don't mind asking for your previous sysadmin job, do you have certs? Yeah, I got a bunch of certs still. Some of them are going to expire though because it's been a little minute. But I had a security plus, I had a Linux plus, um, what's it called? Fuck, I can't remember off the top of my head. I have security plus, Unix plus, AWS. I got at least like 5 or 6 of them packed away. So yeah, but you don't need certs to get a job in tech. The only thing that matters when securing a job, in my opinion, in any field is like, can you do the job and can you prove that you're sufficient and competent enough to do the job? Because the real goal is to just get the interview. If you can just get the interview, and prove in the interview and like wow them, you're gonna get hired, bro. Like certs don't really matter as much as they used to. It's just competence. Like, can you prove that you're competent? And can you connect with the hiring managers? Um, and that's really all it takes. In my experience, and some of the people who are close to me that are in the field as well, the certs are only good for securing attention. Like the certs will get you interviews and stuff, like they'll get you a look, but it won't get you a job. I bet good looks. I was just asking because ironically, I'm headed down that path. Yeah, I think the main thing is just having skills. Do you have the skills? Have you done the projects? Like, can you speak on the stuff that you've done at work? Can you like speak on your day-to-day tasks and stuff like that? I think that's more important than the certs. And like, can you go above and beyond? You know what I mean? One thing that I always did in interviews is like, I wouldn't even let the interviewer talk. Like the interviewer would ask me a question, I would go on a rant for like 10, 15 minutes. Like I would over answer to the point where like they wouldn't even have any questions anymore. And if you do that, like you're gonna get hired. You're gonna get hired. That's all it takes. Because most people in an interview, like they just answer the question and do the bare minimum, and then they let the interviewer ask the next question. But if you answer everything they could possibly ask in one swoop, the interview's over in 10 minutes. If you know your stuff. Do they give you spoilers? No, I don't work for stars. I don't know how many times I have to say this. I've literally made videos about this. They don't give me anything. I have no association or brand affiliation with stars or any other major streaming service. Everything I do content wise is done by me and me only. I don't have any none of that. None of that. I don't get spoilers. I don't get exclusives. I don't get none of that shit. Nothing. Nothing. Nor do I want it. What do you think about Samson character in Cross? He cool. He cool. No, not stars. Just like people you interview. Nah, they don't give me anything. And I don't ask. You know what I mean? I don't try to go into interviews like with hidden agendas or anything. Like I just keep it cool. Um, you know, with the relationships. I don't be looking for something. I don't be looking for that stuff. And I don't think they can just give out exclusives. I don't think actors are even allowed to do that. Unless it's the network that gives it to them. What if you were offered a Stars collab? Would you stay Dolly or Dolo? I mean, again, everything is dependent on what the collaboration entails, like what the deal entails. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very hesitant to collab with people in general. Like, if you see me collab with anyone, if you see me do an interview or any type of work with someone, it's because I like those people. Like, I don't just work with anybody. So, regardless of what the platform is called, whether it's Amazon, whether it's Apple, I don't care who it is. If we don't align with each other and like we don't have the same goals, I don't want to work with you. That's just what it is. I don't care how much money's at stake. It doesn't matter. So we got our line. That's just me. You know what I mean? Because I never started doing content for like money and like brand deals and shit. I did it because it was fun, and it's still fun. And I feel like a lot of people who start doing like all these brand deals and like partnerships, they don't be having fun no more because everything they're saying is monitored and like controlled. Yo, you really hooping, bro. I see, G. Oh yeah, I've been hooping since a youngin', man. I just hoop for fun now, though. I don't hoop like competitively or anything like that. But like I definitely go hoop for sure. You played college ball. I did not. I had the opportunity to go to like a D2 school, but they wasn't trying to give me like no scholarship or nothing, bro. So I was like, yeah, I'm not with that. I would have had to pay money. But I was good enough to go like D2, high D3. 100 million that boy gonna sign to stars. Again, like maybe that's for you, but like again, money is not what drives me. You know what I mean? Like I'm already like financially comfortable where I'm at. You know what I mean? Even before I started doing content, like I was making bread. So like I'm not searching for money from anybody. That's the difference between me and a lot of creators. Like majority of creators, like you see, like they survive purely off of just making content. All of their income comes from making content. Bro, like maybe 10-15% of my total income comes from making content. Like it's not really that much. So like you can't buy me. Like you can't buy me, bro. I don't give a fuck. If it don't align, it don't align. Now, if stars came at me with a good deal and like it makes sense, for sure I would work with them. But like just throwing money at me doesn't that don't mean shit. Like it doesn't excite me. And you could tell like which creators are getting paid a lot of money because their content changes, the way they speak changes, the topics they speak on change. Never been me. Never been me. He said, yeah, but nah. Nah. Fuck that. I'm gonna get that little motherfucker myself. Do you think Elise Marie is gonna kill Tariq to get back at Tommy? I don't see how killing Tariq would get back at Tommy though. I don't think Tommy really tripped like that. Man, I swear I'm crying, bro. Because bro went through so much, and honestly, that was me last year. Who went through so much? Oh, you're talking about Marty Supreme. Oh yeah, that was a good movie. I related to that shit a lot. Terrence Crawford interviewer asked question. I definitely resonated with the Marty Supreme movie a lot. Your favorite King Kilo moment? You and Diamond been playing games. Hands down, my favorite moment. That's probably everybody's favorite moment. You ready for Raising Kanan? I cannot wait. I'm so excited for Raising Kanan. I'm very hyped for that. Game of Thrones is so peak for sure. Game of Thrones has been one of my favorites for a minute. I've been meaning to do some Game of Thrones reaction content. The only reason I haven't is because the episodes be so fucking long. So like finding certain scenes and stuff would just take me forever. Like, but I'm definitely gonna get on that. Um, it really hit me hard because last year I was homeless with my kids and baby mom for about 4 months, and I just got an opportunity to show my artwork at a museum. Hey, congrats, man. Hey, I will say like one thing that I've realized in life, dog, is like no matter what situation you're in, like how bad it is, every time I've been in like a super bad situation in my life, if I just like stuck through it, like things have always gone like really good for me right after. Maybe not like right after, but like I'll give an example. Like it was the beginning of Force season 3. I got invited to an early screening for episode 2 for Force. So I went to New York. I think this was like back in November. And like everything went terrible that week, bro. I got to the event late. And I was supposed to meet up with a friend of mine who works in like the media space. She was supposed to introduce me to like Gary Lennon, Tommy, Jannard, Diamond. And I pretty much got late to the event. So like I couldn't even meet them. And then like, it kind of just fucked up everything. And then like that literally the next day I got back from New York, my YouTube got demonetized, TikTok got demonetized. I think my Facebook got hacked, like dog, like everything was just going terribly. And I contemplated like just quitting content for a little bit. But then a bunch of people was like, yo, chill, just keep going. And then, like, bro, like a few months later, I was interviewing the entire cast of Force, just like that. You know what I mean? And like my YouTube channel started going up. So I say all that to say, like, the bad moments never last unless you allow them to. You know what I mean? Things can always get better if you want them to. You just gotta keep working. You know what I mean? And just don't complain. Just take all the bad shit as an example and as a story. And like low key, you need bad shit to happen to you so your story sounds better. Like if everything just goes good for you all the fucking time, bro, what kind of story do you really have to tell people? Like, oh, you had no type of adversity. It's like in the movies, like if Superman just wins every fucking fight and never gets whooped, the movie's shitty. You know what I mean? He got to get whooped and take a couple L's. So, embrace the struggle. Is Night of the Seven Kingdoms good? It's solid. I mean, it depends on who you ask. I've been enjoying it. I just hate how short the episodes are. Um, but overall, it's been solid. I've enjoyed the storytelling. I think it's pretty good. It's been pretty good for me. So yeah. Um, just finished book 2. Should I watch book 3 or 4? I mean, that's up to you, man. It's up to you. Superman ain't lost a fight on the big screen yet. He definitely has. Which Superman you watching? That's called plot armor if they win every fight. He literally lost to Batman. Superman has lost a bunch of fights. Every superhero has lost a fight at least one time. Now in the long run they win, but like they take L's along the way. So shit's happening with the Nowhere Man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I seen some of it. Doesn't interest me. I'm someone who I'm very selective with the stuff that I watch and I review and I talk about. Like, if you don't see me review and react and cover certain shows or movies, because like I'm not passionate about it. I only speak on stuff that I'm passionate about. I'm not one of those creators who's just gonna like do content on something because it's viral. Like, I don't care how viral it is. If I don't like fuck with it and resonate with it, I'm not gonna speak on it. You know what I mean? I don't like to like classify myself as like everybody else. Do you watch Teen Wolf? Do I watch Teen Wolf? No. Have I seen Teen Wolf? Yes. Um, but it's been so long I don't even remember nothing. I don't even think I ever even finished Teen Wolf. I watched like the first couple seasons and then it kind of fell off for me. And then yeah, I just kind of let it go. I was more of like a Vampire Diaries of originals type of guy. That was more of my lane. Um, for me, my favorite superhero always going to be Hulk, but they did my man dirty. Batman will always be my favorite superhero, man. Batman will always be my favorite superhero because he doesn't have any powers. I think that's the dopest part about Batman is like he has to use his intellect and his resources to like to navigate. He doesn't have powers to fall back on. Batman will always be the best superhero for me. Like no one can top Batman. Nobody. Nobody. I like Spider-Man, but Spider-Man got powers though. You know what I mean? Like Batman don't got no advantages at all. You know what I mean? The Hulk is cool, but the Hulk is not a layered character, in my opinion. Like, you know what I mean? Batman is like much more layered. And I'm not just talking about the superhero, like I'm talking about the character, like the actual person behind the suit. That's why I like Batman because he's the most layered. A superhero with no superpowers. A superhero was never defined as someone with superpowers. I don't think that's ever what a superhero was defined as. You don't need to be a superhero to have superpowers. I don't think that's what it is about at all. Iron Man didn't have superpowers. Iron Man was one of the best, most popular superheroes. I don't think it's ever been defined on what your powers are. It's defined on the character and the attributes and the charisma, personality, all of that shit. Static Shock. Oh, Static Shock was my shit when I was a kid, for sure. I used to stay watching Static Shock. That shit was fire. I'm surprised they haven't done like a present day adaptation for Static Shock. Like, I don't know why they haven't done one. They need to do one ASAP. Um, I'd say this. Let's be honest. A superhero needs some sort of superpowers to actually help Earth. I completely disagree. You don't need any superpowers to have an impact on people or the world at all. I don't think so. The thing that makes Batman so different from the other superheroes is his intellect. Like he's extremely, extremely intelligent. And intelligence is the most important thing. If you're a superhero and you're stupid, but you have superpowers, you become obsolete. Like, you know what I mean? If you don't have intelligence to go with those superpowers, how useful are you really? You know what I mean? Look at Iron Man. Iron Man led the Avengers. Bro, I have no superpowers, but his intellect and his knowledge is what made him successful. It's not about superpowers. You know what I mean? You got to look deeper with this stuff, man. Not everything is about superpowers. It's about intellect. It's about intelligence. So you're saying Elon Musk can be a superhero, or does he need to have a black belt in every martial art? I mean, I wouldn't call Elon Musk a superhero, but he's definitely had a positive effect in terms of some of the creations and the businesses that he's had on society. But I wouldn't go as far as to call him a superhero. I don't think he's saving the world. But he's definitely had a positive impact with some of the stuff that he's built for sure. For sure. Um, who's your favorite villain? My favorite villain. Ooh. Ooh. Excuse me. My favorite villain would have to be between Heath Ledger's Joker and Thanos. Heath Ledger's Joker and Thanos are probably my two favorite villains. If I had to pick between Heath Ledger and Thanos, I gotta pick Heath Ledger, bro. I gotta pick Heath Ledger, bro. Heath Ledger is just a fucking legend, bro. Like every time I watch The Dark Knight, I really be watching it for him. Like, everybody else was good. Like Batman was good. What's his name? Christian Bale was great. But Heath Ledger, dog, like something about Heath Ledger was just special, man. I love actors who like who just go all in, who go method. Like you could tell they take it seriously. Like they get engulfed in the characters. Those are the best actors in my opinion. And Heath Ledger was that guy. That guy. I love to see you continuing to grow and branch out. I feel like after Legacy, Power needs to branch off into something else. Um, what would you recommend without branching your ideas too much? Bro, I don't think Stars has a problem with creating content. Stars has other shows that like people watch. I just think they suck at marketing. I think they suck at promotion and like shedding light on the other shows. Now they can get away with that shit with Power because Power already has such a huge fan base that like you don't really got to promote it too much. You can just throw out a trailer and like the creators and the content creators and the fans will do all the work for you. But like when it's shows that don't have anything to do with Power, the marketing and the promo has to be way better, dog. And I think the promo just sucks. Like you can't even name other shows that are on Stars outside of the Power universe. I think that's a problem. You know what I mean? If you look at like Marvel, HBO, uh Amazon, like you know what their shows are because they do great marketing. They promote their shows and actors very well. I think the marketing is almost as important as the actual product. If people don't know about your product, you don't have a business, in my opinion. That's just how I view things. And that's been my experience with in business and in content creation and everything like that. Like if you don't promote your stuff, like no one's gonna know about it. You can't just rely on like the quality of the content to push you forward, you know? That's just me. That's just my opinion. Anthony Starr play Homelander so good. I question the bro's acting sometimes. Yeah, Anthony Starr's a GOAT, man. He's super talented. I remember first seeing him in Banshee. Um, and Lily Simons, who played Claudia in the Force, she was in Banshee as well. So he's a super dope, super talented actor. I can't name any show and stars apart from Power. Exactly. That's my point. The marketing sucks. The marketing sucks. Bro, I've said this so many times. Like, if I would want to have any type of like business association with stars, I would want to be on their marketing team. Like, I would want to sit down and have a conversation with their head of marketing to be like, nigga, what are you doing? Like, why are they paying you so much money? Because I with no social media dollars, no promo money. I'm confident that I could promote Stars' content and TV shows and movies way better than them. And I don't need any extra backing. You know how like some people pay money to get like their to get views? I don't need any of that. I literally could just create content for the shows using the Stars page, and I'm guarantee I would increase sales and subscriptions easily. Easily. Their promo just sucks. It's really that simple. I think content creation is like the best way to promote stuff nowadays because creators are more respected than the celebrities. Like people come to the creators to get opinions. Like people will hit me up before they watch a TV show and be like, "What do you think about this?" You know what I mean? So I feel like the fact that they don't utilize creators is crazy to me. I feel like that's one of the areas where they're lacking on is like utilizing content creators instead of just, using marketing dollars to push their stuff. You know what I mean? They're not Marvel. Marvel can get away with no promotion because Marvel has years and years and years of like producing high quality content. They can get away with that. Stars doesn't have that. So they need to throw some dollars at the creator. And it's cheaper, bro. Instead of spending a couple $1 million on a campaign and a billboard, you can get like 100 content creators and split that $1 million between them. And you'll get way more reach. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's just how I see the future of branding nowadays. Have you watched Cross on Prime? Yeah, I started. I watched the first couple episodes, but I haven't finished the season yet. I haven't finished the season 2 yet. I've been also watching another show called Hijack on Apple TV with I forgot his name. I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. Idris Elba. Really good show as well. I recommend that. Yo, Nick, what's the word? Sam, what's popping, bro? What's popping? Yeah, Idris Elba. Yeah, Apple TV got a lot of good shows, y'all. Excuse me. If there's any streaming platform that's like mad underrated, it's Apple TV. Apple TV got a lot of shows. I don't think there's ever been a show that I watched on Apple TV that I didn't enjoy. Like all of their shit is fire. All of their shit is fire. Night Agent. I haven't watched the new season of Night Agent yet. Does it come out? I think it comes out sometime this week or next week. But I'm caught up. I've seen the first 2 seasons. I would love to do writing and soundtrack for stars. I got thousands of ideas. You gotta do them, bro. Oh, it's out already. I'll probably watch it this weekend with the lady. I'll probably watch it this weekend. Actually, nah, we still gotta watch Ross. Yeah, I'll probably watch it sometime next week. Are your videos in 2x speed or is just your normal speed? Some of my videos I increase the speed just because I want to shorten the time of the video because I don't want them to be like 2-3 minutes long. But sometimes I do really speak really fast. But I'd say the majority of the time I just put it in. I put that in like 3x sometimes. So it just depends on how long the video is and what the topic is. But most times I put it in like 2x, 3x speed. Is House of Dragons good? You know the answer to that question, bro. If you watch my video, you already know the answer. Go tap in, bro. You're missing out. You watch Stranger Things? Nah. Stranger Things, it ain't for me, man. That shit corny, bro. That shit too corny for me. It ain't my type of TV. That's just me. I think Power Legacy should have more than 10 episodes. I don't know. It depends on what the story's looking like. I'm so used to it. I think your voice is in 2x speed right now. Yeah. I do get a lot of people saying that I talk fast, but I think majority of the people that say that I talk fast, English isn't their first language. So like they might be watching from another country and they're not like all the way adept in English. So it comes off as if I'm speaking fast, but I don't think I really speak that fast, to be honest with you. You're right, it depends. Yeah, I think a lot of people there's so many factors that go into creating a TV show that I feel like a lot of fans don't understand. And that's why I do content to like kind of give you guys an understanding of like the production, the budgeting, scheduling, casting, location. Like people don't understand how much goes into like producing any project, whether it's a movie, TV, a short film, whatever. A lot of shit like goes down. And even I didn't understand a lot of this stuff until I started creating content and I started like doing my research and started like speaking to these people. So yeah. There's no power for months. Droughts be killing me. I be made it unmotivated to post. Bro, you gotta post other stuff. Bro, respectfully, fuck power, bro. Like I love power, bro, but like life and content shouldn't revolve around power. When power's on, for sure, it will be the focus. But when it's not on, I'll sprinkle it in and here and there. But like, there's so much other stuff out there, bro. We can't like only make it about power. That's why like I was not stressed about power ending. Like so many people were like, "Oh, what are you gonna do when power's over?" Nigga, I better talk about other shit. Like the idea that my content is going to be affected because one show isn't on. Hell nah. There's so much stuff to talk about out there. So much. Just cover other stuff. You know what I mean? Cover other shows, other movies. Like every time I watch a movie now, I do a review on it. I watched 2 movies this past weekend and I did reviews on both of them. You know what I mean? Purely for content. So it's like you gotta branch out. You know what I mean? It's never too late. Forget power. Like power is cool when it's on, but when it's off, like why are we giving them so much of a platform and light for? You know what I mean? They don't pay us. Like for me to be keeping power relevant when it's not on is crazy, dog. They don't pay us. Ain't no checks for that shit. You know what I mean? Ain't no bag for that. Ain't no bag for that, man. We gotta branch out. We gotta do other shit. You know what I mean? And there's other great movies and TVs and projects out there for sure. Um, what goals are you trying to accomplish with your career right now? That's a good question. I'm just trying to master content creation, if I'm being 100% honest. Um, that's really been my main goal since starting. I feel like I feel like I feel like what's it called? I've mastered short form content. Like when it comes to like short videos, Instagram reels, TikToks, whatever. I feel like I understand how to do that. My main thing right now is mastering long form content, which is why like I push my YouTube and stuff. Like every day you see me post like stories about it and stuff. Um, hold up. Excuse me. Hello? Yeah, what's up? Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on? What's up? Hello? What's up? What's going on? Oh, okay, you close. Yeah, that's what you should have did. Oh, it's not too bad. Hey, let me call you back. I'm busy right now. Okay. All right. Um, somebody said I missed it. You watch From Bro, the new season about to start, turn up? Nah, I haven't. My shorty be watching that, bro. But like I seen some clips of her watching it, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm very picky and judgmental with shows, but maybe I should tap in. You in a relationship, bro, to start taking your mind off power. That not don't got nothing to do with it. Like I'm busier now than when power's on. When power's on, like the content is a lot easier because I know what I'm going to talk about every day. When power's off, like every day I'm talking about something new, a new movie, a new show, a new project, whatever it may be. So if anything, like I'm working harder now. Um, and I encourage other creators to do the same. Like, don't ever just fall into like talking about one specific thing because it gets old. Like, even the people who love watching me for power, I'm sure they got tired of me just talking about power. I got tired of just talking about power. So yeah, I think that's the main thing. That's the main thing. Da, 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 da. Was it 50 on the phone? I wish 50 called me, bro. I wish. I wish. What's that? Your lady on the phone, Nick? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? We never got tired of you talking about power, bro. Yeah, maybe you guys haven't, but one day you will get tired of it. You know what I mean? I know this because there's some creators that I follow for doing certain types of content, and I got tired of them for talking about the same thing over and over and over. So I can only imagine how people may perceive me when they watch my stuff, even though they may think the content is good. Like subconsciously, you're gonna get bored of it. You know what I mean? And there's no problem with that. Like I should be branching out, and I've been branching out, and I've been having more fun creating content now than I was when I was doing just power. Cause like I can talk about different stuff. Like I'm gonna start talking about sports. I'm about to start talking about like other shit. You know what I'm saying? Just life shit. Um, that's more fun to me. Cause my number one goal with content creation is to provide value. Like what are they learning and what can they gain from me? And there's not much you can just gain from watching me talk about TVs and movies and TV shows. Like, you know what I mean? I'm all about providing value. That's the most important thing. So that's why YouTube is big for me right now because long form content is what I'm trying to master. You dig? You dig? You ever heard of a show called Day of Jackal on Peacock? Yeah. I've heard about it. I've heard about it. I've never seen it though. You talk about NBA would be hard, bro. I actually have a page on TikTok called Mr. Hoops 47. I haven't posted on it in like 2 months because I've been so busy doing like YouTube and stuff. But I had a whole page dedicated to me just talking about like basketball and shit. I'm a huge NBA fan. Um, but I haven't been making NBA content because I haven't been watching. So like I didn't want to talk about something that I know I'm not watching and like be and fake the content. But definitely once like the playoffs kick off around, I'll definitely get back to doing like the NBA breakdowns or shit like that. Um, even this page too. So I'm definitely gonna lock in. But yeah, I don't want to stay on here for too long, y'all, because I want to go enjoy the rest of my Friday. But let me answer this one last question. He said, "Who's your team?" I don't have a team. I just got players that I fuck with. I'll tell you off bat. Carmelo Anthony is my favorite NBA player of all time. I think he's one of the greatest scorers of all time. I loved Melo. Melo was my goat. Melo's still my goat. But I will say Damian Lillard is a very close second right now. I'm a huge Damian Lillard fan. Like, you will not find a bigger Dame fan than me. Like, I love Dame's game. I've watched him since Weber State. I'm a huge Damian Lillard fan. And he is low-key gonna surpass Melo as my favorite player ever. Because I love his game. Like, I feel like Dame is underrated. I feel like he doesn't get the props he deserves, like how gifted of a scorer and a shooter he is. And I feel like he's one of those players, like when he retires, like people are gonna look back and be like, he was doing what? Bro, just go watch Dame's highlights in the bubble, bro. God damn. He was frying them niggas. Dame had like a run of like 7, 8, 9 years, even last season before he got hurt, of just frying. Any players you like right now, but they underrated hoopers like under the radar in the NBA. Under the radar? I like Jonathan Kuminga. I think Jonathan Kuminga is a very gifted player. I think he has a lot of potential, but I think Steve Kerr has been doing him fucking dirty by not giving him any playing time and like not really utilizing the talent. Um, but I think Jonathan Kuminga is a super talented player who I think has like all-star potential that people don't really talk about as much as they should. Bennett Matherin as well. Um, Michael Porter Jr. I don't know if he's underrated, but I think he's hella gifted. He's definitely a player that I've been watching since he was in high school. He's been frying since high school. Um, Aaron Gordon is low-key underrated too. He's been injured, but he's nice as fuck. Like Aaron Gordon has had a huge jump in growth. I wouldn't say Cade Cunningham because he's clearly an MVP candidate. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say he's underrated, but definitely Cade. But yeah, I'm gonna hop off here, y'all, and I'm gonna catch y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all